On Monday here on this Cosasverdes channel, we talked about the primary, most probable price path for all of this week would be sideways stuck in this yellow triangle. We're on Thursday, and so far we're in the yellow triangle with one small dip out. Per that video on Monday, I said it'll probably poke out a little bit and then come back in. So far so good, but last night during a community call, I caught something that I typically don't check, and that something gave a signal here at the 20K low and it blasted up. It gave a signal before this event right here, before a strong move down. It gave a signal here before that capitulation event back in November that took Bitcoin down to 15.5. It gave a signal not at the 69K top, but at the 58.9 area, and it almost did it perfectly. That capitulation that was like almost a $20,000 4-hour candle back in December, or I think it was December 1st or 2nd or 3rd, early December. It gave a signal there. In late September of 2021, it gave a signal for this massive move up from 40K to 69K. And most importantly, the Wyckoff drop, which was fabricated price action from a coordinated group of multiple different entities with a lot of money that took Bitcoin in the opposite price of the stock market over a month for the first time in 12 years of its price history. It gave actually the signal there too. And it was within about a day of accuracy. It was very, very, very close, zooming in here. And so that same signal that gets massive, massive, massive moves, I'm not going to share it with you because that is VIP Discord content, the exact way that I'm seeing this. It is crossing down, but it also crossed down here as this was a fake out to make it look like it's crossing down. So it was big algos tricking less sophisticated algos. It tried to give that bear's cross, and then right before it crossed, right before it happened, like literally moments, maybe hours, but it was very, very close in time, it blasted up through it. And right now it's getting ready to cross down, and price is hovering just under it. Actually, it's kind of similar to this as well, but that doesn't mean it'll bust up and out of it. It does not mean that. But it's getting ready to move either way. So if price moves up, then the ultimate target over about a 3 to 6 week period will be 35,600 minimum, but I think it would take a little longer. It would hit the top of the channel around 37,400. And if you haven't checked out my video from January 1st, which was my prediction video for all of 2023, I mentioned that there will be a rally which convinces people the bottom's in and the bottom won't be in, and it will need to take out this high or the high at 25K. And obviously the 25K high has been taken out. This has been challenged almost exactly. Look over here. Where has the current top happened at 31K, but it did not take out that high. So a cross down, although it's crossing down, Bitcoin has two options. It has 1.5 options on how to go up, and it has 2 full options on how to, it has 1.5 options on how to go up, and has one main way it will blast down. If price blasts straight up and out of this, which I'll zoom in here, it will be the easiest way to trade. That is the most preferable way. Even if you want it to go down, it'll go down later. But what you want is a continuous trend. So blasting up and out will be the best way, like the easiest way to trade. But I'm going to show you all 3 things that are getting ready to happen. It's probably going to happen Thursday, the May 18th, 2023, Friday the 19th, or Saturday the 20th at the latest. Like, this is going to happen very, very, very soon. And my prediction of staying in here through Friday might be wrong, which, it's already Thursday, so it was mostly right guess, but it might not make it till Friday. So let's dive in and let's go get some Bitcoin. Let me turn off the music and show you this real quick. I'm going to speed up, so if you need to slow this down, that's okay. Closure basis higher low right here, above the red line. Then it came up to make a higher local high, higher than that one right here. So 2 mountaintops, with the second one's a little high. That's a gray shirt. This is a teal shirt. Higher. But then it came down and it could not find a higher low. Typically, that higher low happens at the same angle every time. Just go backwards, just zoom out a little bit on the same time frame and look, hey, from low to low, what was that angle? And make a rotated rectangle, give yourself a little space. Okay, well, it's going to be the same damn angle. So just put it up here like this, and if it goes below that, the next time it comes up, if it goes above, I don't really think it could. I'm not going to guess. I'm just going to wait. So if it can't stay above that same angle from the previous move, then it's just not going to happen. All right, wait. So watch. We're going to zoom in now. And we have that same red line, so it did get back above, right? And it almost took out, so you got above the line, higher low, but did not take out this high, but got very close. And so if we zoom out, like I said, and try to look at the angle or the slope line of, you know, typical higher lows, which typically maintains, here is the moment of truth. Look, it needs to simply stay above the red, essentially the red line again. And then if you see today that price gets at any moment above 27,465, price could really has a strong chance of just exploding up and staying exploding up for over 3 weeks. And the ultimate targets would be what I said earlier, the 25,000, what did I say? Not 25, so sorry, 35,600 to 37,400. It wouldn't be straight up for like one day and get there. It would be a trend for over 3 weeks. So that is price movement number one that you can expect to happen. I mean, it's starting very, very, very soon. I'm thinking it'll happen. It will commence before the weekly closure, which happens on Sundays at 8 p.m. New York time, which is technically Monday, early in the morning when you're sleeping Europeans. And for Californians, that is 5 p.m. on Sunday every Sunday, unless the time zone turns to standard. For a few months of the year, then it's at 7. But right now it's at 8 p.m. New York every Sunday. And so I think we're getting ready to have an explosion. So that's one way. It needs to. So if it explodes up, you'll see it stay above this line, which if you throw on the most magic EMA, and I'll go to the 1 minute chart. So if you see price get back above the 1 hour 200 EMA, and the red line I was referring to is the 5 minute 480 EMA, and I have it on a MTF EMA, multi-time frame, so I can view it on the 1 minute, but it's still the 5 minute 480, and this is still the 1 hour 200, even though I'm on the 1 minute chart, and I can see how price is interacting with it. So your heads up to front run the blast up, which if you could front run it and getting along, you could stay in that long for a long time, man, and not have to worry about it. Like, and this is close to VIP content that I'm giving you here. I'm giving you exact plans here. But if I can help out YouTube with something like this to plan for the different options, you might be more inclined to join the community, which there are a few ways to do that here. The YouTube tiers, I have 2 of them. The loyalty tier is the most basic, and I think it's like $2.99 a month or less than $3 a month. You get both live shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon, and you also get 1 weekly update on Mondays. But the technical analysis tier, the higher up tier for YouTube, is similar to the Discord Cryptillion tier, where you get all daily updates, sometimes like 3 a day, and all alerts for volatility like I did last night. And instead of being able to jump on Discord, you do things on your terms, so you don't have to worry about when I hold things. So this the YouTube technical analysis tier is more for people working, nurses and plumbers and all those people working 12 to 14 hour days. The YouTube technical analysis tier is probably would be your bread and butter. But people who want live interaction with me at the times that I can do this, the Discord community would be a little bit more suitable for you, because you can get you could jump on and show your screen to me and ask me questions about your own analysis or your own trades with your screen up. All right, so this moment of truth is happening as I'm recording it. Like, if it goes below this and then even bumps its head on the 1 minute, it's not going up today. It might come down here and try it all over again, but it's going to take time. So if we go like this, see that's set. It could happen all today, but it would very likely be tomorrow that the volatility would happen. Thus, it wouldn't break out till Friday. But today, the 1 hour 200, if the 1 minute gets above and starts making higher lows, and then starts getting anywhere close to 27,465, it's going to blast up today, if that happens. So, returning viewers, this is when you hit like and leave me a quick comment for the algo. Even the word algo is fine. Help a guy out here. But new viewers, I want to earn your subscription and earn your like. So don't like this until until I show you something that you like. And you might like this already because I don't think any other person on YouTube told you sideways all week till Friday in this yellow triangle, and here price is. And I said even potentially with one dip out, which is what's happened. So go back to my Monday video so you can see how I analyze this. And I did it from crawling out from under a rock because I had buried my dad just a few days before. And I wasn't looking at price. And here we are, like the analysis worked. So this is essentially the follow-up. I said, I don't know if I'm going to be right. I don't know any of the news or anything going on, the global economic events. And so here's roughly the follow-up. And so far, the analysis has worked, right? Okay. And if we could see here, kaboom. All right, so here are the three things that are getting ready to happen within the next few days. One is up regularly, a regular up move. That is the easiest way, that was the easiest option for us to trade. It stays above, in general, the areas of interest we just talked about, goes above 27,465 and blast up and keeps a regular trend up to the top of the channel for about a 3 to 6 week period. See how that says 30 days? And over here, it would be about 3 weeks. So if it took 3 weeks, the target would be it would be actually closer to 36.6. It would be a strong move and a strong regular move all the way up to the top of the channel. And per my 2023 prediction video that I released on January 1st of this year, I mentioned price will blast up, and I recorded it down here. I said, price will blast up and challenge the 25, and go watch the video, it's from January 1st, that it'll either go above this, swipe above that, or it'll swipe above this. But right now, we didn't get a swipe above the top one at 31K. We did go above 25, but that's not a swipe. Like, it blasted above. So it's in an awkward position right now. So blasting up is a strong option. Like, I don't know. And I don't care which way it goes. I just want the damn thing to move. And honestly, I would prefer it to go down, but I know that this option that I'm showing you, it'll be the easiest one to trade and make money with. So I would technically prefer it to go up first, because it'll be a lot easier. And I'm getting ready to show you why the downside will be a little harder. But from that prediction video, I mentioned, everybody's going to get convinced the bottom's in, although it's just going to take out this high and then potentially go back down to a higher low of macro higher low of 18 to 20K. It'll probably be 18K, or it could start making new lows around 11 over time. That would probably take till February of 2024 for it to go all the way down below 14K or below 15.5. It would take a while. It wouldn't be that same month, right? It'd probably be October through February when it's to its bottom and making new lows. All right. And so the upward case, it makes perfect sense, even in light of my 2023 prediction made on January 21st. So I'm kind of rooting for that one, not because I want price to go up. I want lower prices so I can, buy things a lot lower, which I think we'll still have the chance, but it's going to be so much easier to trade. The other two ways is this. We blast out, or we blast down, because this mega cross is getting really hot, and it tags this bottom of the macro channel that's 7 months long at this point. But also you have the weekly 200, which I misspoke yesterday. I called it the daily 200. The weekly 200 is at the same point, and the weekly 21 is here. So you have triple support. So if a blast up happens, it might come in form of a dip and rip. Unfortunately, that's harder to trade, but once it comes back up to here, then you're going to know, oh shit, it's just going up. So feel free to miss that part of the move, because you're going to have a whole month of an uptrend that you can trade. Here's why that's way number two. A dip down to this exact area, 25.5. It could go as low as 25,000 even. 25.2 might be good to hit the weekly 200 exactly at 25,200. But if it goes anywhere, even the 1 minute chart hits its head and uses the weekly 200 as resistance, then it's not going to be a dip and rip. But if it goes below the weekly 200 and then blasts back above it, then it could be a dip and rip. So it's okay to go below that as long as the 1 minute chart doesn't hit its head on it at all. Like even the 1 minute chart, if it does, then it's probably going down. All right. So there are two ways it'll go up. It'll more immediately over the next 1 hour to 2 days go above 27,465 again, and then it's going to go up, regular up, or you're going to get a dip and rip, and the time frame that you might you won't be able to tell. Like that would take 7 days before you could start trading the trend up, because for 7 days or about 5 days, this would be indistinguishable from a breakdown, which is the third option here. So now I'm getting ready to show you the third option of this massive move that we're getting ready to see. And again, I'm sorry I can't show you why I'm very confident with a massive move getting ready to happen in our faces. But I'm showing you the 3 ways it's going to move. Just like I showed you the 3 ways it'll move on Monday, and here you go. My most probable one is exactly happening. And it might even be how I drew it too, if you go down to that Monday video. So the way it would go down is, it might interact a little bit with this area and bump up a little bit, but it would make a very unaggressive lower high and then go down all the way to these 2 areas of interest. And I'll say them out loud: 24,350 to 23,700, 23,700 to 24,350. And it would hit that first, then make a more aggressive lower high all the way back up to the bottom of the channel. And that would take a few days to happen. It would go back up to 26,200 area and then slowly break down from there, put in some time, and then your big move down would happen as a breakdown from the 23,700 area. And it would then go. So that would be harder to trade because you're going to have a move down, a move up, some sideways, and then a spill over. And that is not one clear trend. Does that make sense? And it gives it more time for economic events to actually pull it up and out, something surprising to happen. So the downside move will be harder to trade. And it's just going to be, the opportunity is just going to be less attractive. Because it's going to take A, more time, and B, you're going to have a little bit more chop before it goes. Does that make sense? So the dip and rip, you'll have about 5 to 7 day period before you can really trade in a strong uptrend. But if it stays above the 1 hour 200, which I can throw on here right now, I think that's the 1 hour 200. Yes. So today, if you begin seeing the 1 hour 200 be used as support on the micro charts, 1 minute, or on Friday, the 19th of May, if it gets above here, the 1 minute chart above just throw on the 1 hour 200 MTF-EMA, the 1 hour 200 MTF-EMA. And if it gets back up there, starts making higher highs or higher lows, no higher highs needed, higher lows only on the 1 minute chart, and it gets anywhere close to 27,465, it's going to blast up and it'll be the easy trade. It'll be the easy, very constant trend up for 3 to 4 weeks, all the way up to close to 37,000. Those are the 3 things that are getting ready to happen. I don't know which one, but I literally just drew it all out for you, similar to how on Monday I drew out the 3 most probable price paths and my most probable. But I don't know which one's most probable now. That's the problem. I wish I could tell you which one of the 3 is the most probable, but I literally just drew all 3 possibilities for you. And one of those 3 is probably what's getting ready to happen. And I'm very, very confident with that statement. There's a small chance that one of my 3 guesses is wrong, but at least I'm letting you know right here, right now, you're getting ready to see a big ass move. And I showed you the 3 ways it's getting ready to happen and which one is the easiest one, the one you should be rooting for, even if you like to be more bearish like I am. Typically, because this is, I still consider this a bear market. We're not in a bull market, so I prefer to be bearish. But the bearish opportunity is not as sexy. So get ready for a hot move. It should happen before the weekly closure. The weekly closure happens every Sunday at 8 p.m. New York time, unless America is on the standard time. But right now we're on daylight savings, so it's at 8 p.m. I think you're going to have a nasty, nasty move one way or the other before that happens. So good luck, everybody, and don't hesitate to check out the community for new viewers. And before you dip out, smash like, and for new viewers, if you like what you saw, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell for all alerts. We'll see you next time.